Welcome to the Own Your Family, where real stories and proven formulas are shared about leaving the rat race so you can achieve freedom and spend more quality time with your family. Get ready, mompreneurs and dadpreneurs, to get inspired by earning from home, living healthy, and aspiring for more in life with your hosts, Renat and Katrina.
Hi, it's Katrina. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the book summary of the last Law of Attraction book you will ever need to read, written by Andrew Cap. I find this book very helpful that includes so many ideas on how to finally tap into the universe and attract happiness and success. So if you have read other Law of Attraction books and you still want for more, this book might be the last one you will ever need to read. You may have heard of the Law of Attraction before and even tried to practice it yourself. But no matter what you have tried, you are still not closer to your dream life than you were at the start. The last Law of Attraction book you will ever need to read finally provides the missing link to make your wildest dreams come true. All you need to do is bypass your ego. Are you sick of having read all those books about how you can get everything you want, but you still don't have it? Or have you heard so much about the Law of Attraction that you are curious to learn more? Either way, this book is for you. Andrew Cap finally provides the missing link to how to make your wildest dreams come true. So, if this is the first Law of Attraction book you have ever picked, you are saving yourself years of time and effort. Get ready to learn how to get the life you want by simply changing your thinking. The Law of Attraction. Everything in the universe is made up of energy. Not only you and the objects around you, but also intangible things such as your thoughts and feelings. Since all is created from the same energy, this means you are connected with everything in the universe. Everything made up of energy vibrates at a unique frequency, and this energy always tries to find a similar partner. This is the Law of Attraction in its simplest form. Like attracts like. So if you are thinking of the perfect partner, this frequency will be sent out into the universe. And the universe will do everything in its power to attract something to you that matches your thoughts, the perfect partner. This means that your thoughts really can become reality. You are a magnet, and the signals you send out into the universe will attract that which you have signaled for. This, of course, works both in the positive and in the negative. It's a bit like a radio. While you can only broadcast one station at a time, you can receive all of them. It's just a matter of tuning into the right one. If this concept is a bit hard for you to grasp, think of a dog whistle. You cannot hear the sound it makes, but dogs immediately react to it, so it must be there. It is the same with the Law of Attraction. Everything you want already exists. For the universe, time does not exist. It is just an everlasting moment of now. And since energy can never be destroyed, only transformed, your desires are already out there, even if they have not taken on the form of your dream car or partner yet. By simply tuning into the right frequency, you can materialize your desires. So how do you go about it? Why the Law of Attraction has not worked for you yet? Maybe this is no news for you. Maybe you have tried the Law of Attraction many times, but you still do not have the life you want. Most law of attraction books will tell you what you have to do in order to get what you want, but they don't tell you how to do it. For example, you may have heard something along the lines of, all you have to do is be aligned with what you want and you can have it. But what does aligned even mean? How do you do this? There are simple techniques that you can follow to finally make your dreams come true, which will be explained in the next chapters. The second reason why you are probably struggling with the law of attraction is that deep within you, there is still a grain of doubt. It is hard to believe something actually works without seeing the results. That's just human nature and can be explained through the way our minds work. There is not only one mind, says Cap, but three: the conscious, the subconscious, and the ego. The conscious mind consists of everything you are aware of and are able to control. The subconscious mind is everything else, everything you are not aware of, and that is why it is most closely aligned within or with the universe. It is the most powerful part of your mind. Once it has settled on something, it will bring it into being, whether you want it or not. The ego is more powerful than your conscious, but less powerful than your subconscious mind. And it is usually the ego that stands in the way when you want to realize the law of attraction. That is because the ego is only concerned with one thing: keeping you alive. And all it knows is that you are alive right now, and it does not want to change. So it fights any kind of change, whether positive or negative. That is why you will have doubts about whether the law of attraction really works. Your ego sees it as a threat, and as it wants to protect you, it will fight your attempts to change with fear, doubt, and panic. So in order to realize your dreams, you will need to bypass your ego by planting your point of attraction directly within your subconscious. Gratitude. What would you want in life if failure was impossible and success was guaranteed? That is the question you need to ask yourself to start the process of attracting your dream life. Take a moment to think about your ultimate goal and then visualize it clearly. Once you know what you want, you are facing the obstacle of how to communicate your desire to the universe so that it gives you what you want and bypasses your ego. Luckily, there are a few straightforward techniques you can use to make that happen, and they are even fun to do. Feeling good about yourself and the process is the first step toward achieving your dream. Probably, the strongest signal you can send out to the universe is gratitude. Being grateful is always a positive emotion, and when you feel grateful about something, it is impossible for you to experience negative emotions at the same time. Gratitude is also much more powerful than simply wishing for something. Wishing means concentrating on the things you don't have, which ultimately sends out a negative signal. Being grateful, on the other hand, means concentrating on the things you already have. This sends out a positive signal, meaning the universe will give you more of what you want in response. One way in which you can practice gratitude is with a stacking method. First, write out a list of all the things you are grateful for, whether they are in the past, present, or future. Phrase all of them in the present tense. Then, read through each item on the list, taking 20 to 60 seconds to focus on each one, to actively feel gratitude. There are so many things to be grateful for. Even if you are unhappy in your home because of a bad neighbor, be thankful you still have a roof over your head and a warm place to come home in the evening. Why the methods work. Another method you can try is scripting. You can literally create the future you want by writing it down. One type of scripting is story scripting, but you might prefer to see it as writing your own autobiography since it is not fictional. Cap says by writing down your dream life, you are transforming the energy of what you want and pulling its materialized form into your reality. So for story scripting, start a daily journal in which you imagine your days as if you were already living your dream life. Start with statements of gratitude, then expand with details, and finish by thanking the universe. Your subconscious cannot differentiate between real and imaginary, so this will help you succeed in bypassing your ego and convincing your subconscious to send out the right kind of signal for your dream life. While you try out these methods, you might experience your ego interfering in the form of questions such as, am I doing it wrong? Or how do I know if it's happening? Or why isn't this working? Patience is the key to success. You won't feel change straight away, but it will and already is happening. As the author writes, a lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. Think back to the example of the dog whistle. Just because you can't hear the noise does not mean it is not there. Our bodies are simply tuned to experience a different kind of physical reality, which is why we can only experience results once they enter our physical plane of being. Your present does not define your future. You might not be able to see it yet, but on a slightly different frequency, everything you want already exists. A lot of people also struggle with self-doubts. 99% of people trying out the law of attraction still believe they need to do something to deserve the life they want. This is a natural thought in our give and take economy. But what you're missing, if you think the way, is the fact that you are already giving something with every thought you are sending out into the universe. If that is not enough for you, you can also convince yourself of your worthiness by using the law of attraction to not only improve your own life, but also the life of others around you. 10 strategies to stay on course. Now that you have found the key to manifesting your desires, you will have to stick with your techniques. Practice them on a daily basis to make your dreams come true. Your ego might make this difficult at times, so to avoid any further self-sabotage, here are 10 strategies for sticking with it. Number 1, expect excuses. You will definitely try to make excuses for why you cannot practice the manifestation methods. Being prepared for them means you cannot be tricked into skipping your exercise. Number 2, don't be overly critical of yourself. Your ego will try and trick you into thinking you have to do everything perfectly right in the first try. You don't. Just stick with your exercises and you will get better at them eventually. Number 3, prepare for a roller coaster of experiences. The actual experience will probably be different from what you expected. Just enjoy it while it lasts. Number 4, keep it simple. Overthinking and overcomplicating are your enemies. Choose whichever methods feel good for you and stick with them. Number 5, never make it a chore. Practicing the law of attraction should feel like sitting in the front row of your favorite band. Number 6, stop keeping score. Instead of focusing on where you are, focus on feeling good. Number 7, stop worrying about the mechanics behind the scenes. Trust the universe is working to make your dreams happen. Number 8, be as happy as you can. Enjoy your life as it is right now. Even if it is not perfect yet, it'll be. Number 9, remember you have nothing to lose and everything to win. And number 10, leave the how to the universe. You don't need to know how it will happen, just that it will. For a final note, the universe wants to help you get what you want. By practicing gratitude and using techniques such as scripting, you can make your wildest dreams come true. The last law of attraction book you will ever need to read is packed to the brim with methods and techniques to practice the law of attraction. A word of warning though, like many other publications on the topic, there is a tendency to convince the reader of a link between the law of attraction and science. However, there are no sources given for such a link, and the book therefore simply represents the author's point of view. It was also independently published. And here's our tip. Next time you are feeling doubtful of your progress, remember that it is just your ego trying to hold you back.
Thanks for listening. Join our online family by signing up for your free account at www.ownyourfamily.com and begin your journey to freedom. Want to get there faster? Book a strategy call with us at ownyourfamily.com/book a call. As always, be sure to leave a rating and subscribe to our podcast and channel so you never miss a future episode.